So that took a lot less time than I thought. What's up guys, my name is Darren Jackson. Welcome back to the channel. Normally I don't make videos on Friday, but when big news comes out about something I've been talking about, I'm definitely going to talk about it for you guys. So with that being said, if you've been following my channel, you would have noticed that over the past couple of months, I've made at least 3 videos about a SPAC called Forest Road Acquisition. And in one of those videos, which I believe was the last one, I said that if you decide to invest into this SPAC, just be prepared to be patient, because who knows how long it'll take for that company upon IPOing to actually discover another company that it wants to acquire and it actually acquires and merges with. This obviously didn't take that long at all. It took about a couple of months. On Wednesday, FRX announced a 3-way merger with 2 companies called BEACHBODY and MYX Fitness. And we're gonna get into the details of what the actual merger entails on a financial basis, what those companies are, why they're significant, how I feel about it all together. So let's just get this going. So as I said, FRX is gonna be in a 3-way merger with Beachbody Company and MYX Fitness. And upon this 3-way merger, the new company will be called the Beachbody Company with the ticker symbol BODY. Well done. And it is expected to have a valuation of about $3 billion. On top of that $3 billion, they should have an additional $400 million in cash assets, which is really cool. And that includes about $200 million of PIPE investment, which if you don't remember what PIPE is, it's private investment in public equity. It's basically just other investors that are given the opportunity to invest into whatever at a discounted price. It just makes it quicker to raise money and all that good stuff. So that's what we're looking at. And as far as the merger date, the expected merger date isn't really specific, but we're looking at the end of Q2 of this year. So about 4 months from now, hopefully by the end of June, we'll expect this merger and changes on our brokerage apps. Of course, it's great when you see that a SPAC that you've been investing in actually announces a merger with other companies or another company on a normal basis, at least from my experience, especially because the stock price normally goes up a little bit. It's probably even more important to understand what those companies are. So let's break those down. So Beachbody is a company that owns multiple on-demand fitness apps, including Beachbody On Demand and OpenFit. You may not know what Beachbody On Demand and OpenFit are, but I'm pretty sure you know what they are. So if you know what certain workouts such as Insanity or P90X or 21-Day Fix are, then you know their owner, which is Beachbody On Demand. And if you know what on-demand Tough Mudder prep workouts are, then you're probably familiar with OpenFit without really being familiar with it. So you have 2 on-demand fitness apps. OpenFit seems to have more of a nutritional basis, especially if you go on their website. You can see that they talk about nutrition a little bit more than the Beachbody On Demand website. And that's just what I thought. But then I also learned that as of December of last year, I believe, they actually acquired Ladder, which is another nutrition-based company. You've probably seen their advertisements if you follow athletics and nutrition stuff on like Instagram. And there's another level of importance to that, but we're gonna get into that later on in the video, so stay tuned. So those are the 2 companies within Beachbody that's the main asset of this overall merger. The other addition is MYX Fitness. So MYX Fitness will be absorbed by Beachbody, and MYX Fitness is a at-home cycling fitness studio, pretty similar to SoulCycle and Peloton. So MYX Fitness is fairly new. At their first year, they actually were able to sell 27,000 of their bikes, or around 27,000 of their bikes. And what's really cool is that they've been able to calculate that each user spends an average of 15 workouts per month, which is essentially 1 workout every other day, which is great because that's showing the retention of the usage of that equipment is really high, which may make them more likely to promote it to other people and more likely for them to sell more bikes. So the addition of cycling bikes with the on-demand aspect for Beachbody is definitely, in my opinion, gonna be a game changer. Speaking of game changer, I'm just gonna talk about some of the pros that I'm excited about and I'm looking forward to when it comes to this merger when it hopefully happens by June. The first thing is the celebrity pedigree. So this goes all the way back to when I first talked about Forest Road back a couple of months ago. I'm pretty sure I was one of the first YouTubers to make a video, but that's literally not here nor there. I'm just proud of it. But basically, I said that one of the biggest things that made me really excited and very curious to invest into this SPAC before it even IPO'd were the people that were included in the executive board. Aside from the people that were ex-Disney executives, I was more interested in the strategic advisors, including one person that we all know, as Shaquille O'Neal, or Dr. Shaquille O'Neal, depending on how formal you want to be. Him being a world-class athlete, arguably one of the greatest centers in LA Lakers history, and someone that's into fitness and someone that has a pretty good investment track record. So they have that celebrity pedigree. And remember, I also mentioned that OpenFit acquired Ladder last December. Ladder is actually a company that was started by Arnold Schwarzenegger and LeBron James, who are two world-class athletes that are widely known and widely respected within their realm of athletics. LeBron James with basketball and Arnold Schwarzenegger with weightlifting, being recent Mr. Olympia and all that good stuff. So even though they're not owners of that company anymore, they are high investors into that company, according to a Business Wire article that I read. And I'm pretty confident if that Business Wire indicates that LeBron James and Arnold Schwarzenegger are still investors within OpenFit, they're probably large investors within OpenFit, therefore pretty decent investors within Beachbody, which probably means that their voice definitely matters in the aspects of decision making from this point on. The second thing I'm really excited about is Myx Fitness involvement in this whole merger, because the one thing that Beachbody Fitness did not have is some type of at-home fitness studio. Especially during this day and age, I feel like a lot of people are more comfortable with doing workouts at home as opposed to going out to the park or even going to the gym. And one of the most popular fitness equipments, besides maybe dumbbells, is probably bikes, with the TVs and everything, and being able to be in a live class or a pre-recorded class. I feel like that's something that people really want to do. And aside from the fact that Beachbody will now be acquiring Myx Fitness and being able to implement that cycling studio, the one other thing that they're going to have over the competition, even though there is a lot of competition, is the price. As long as they can keep up with the specs and be competitive in that aspect, the price is the one competition they have. When I looked up the prices, Myx Fitness has two different types of bikes. Their most expensive bike, called the MYX Pro, I believe, which includes the dumbbells and all that stuff, is about $1,499. The basic Peloton bike, which is just the bike without all the other equipment, the dumbbells and stuff, is almost $1,900. And you can even include SoulCycle. They're over $2,000 for just the one bike that they have. So Myx Fitness definitely beats them in that category. But there's a lot of people that are really strict fans of SoulCycle or Peloton, so that's gonna be a little tough, but they definitely have the cheaper side option as an advantage. The last thing I'm pretty excited about is the management experience in regards to technology and digital media outlets and content creation. So Kevin Mayer will remain part of the board once Beachbody Corporation is created upon this merger, hopefully by the end of the second quarter. He was also part of the executive board of Disney, and in between that, he was the CEO of TikTok, which is probably the biggest social media, digital media craze as of last year. And with Disney, he was part of teams that helped establish Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, and Hulu, all digital media streams that are really popular for people, especially for people that are working at home. I think he's a really great addition to the team, probably one of the most important additions to this whole team post-merger, because he understands the process of making technology and making digital content and making it very popular, because he's been there before, and that's one of the things that Beachbody is seeking out to do. So the management aspect of it is really important. Overall, I'm fairly excited about this merger. I hope you guys are too. But the one thing that I would say, maybe not I'm concerned about, but I'm eager to see, is what happens next. And I say that because in that same article, Kevin Mayer did say that this acquisition will allow them to pursue attractive M&A opportunities. M&A opportunities is mergers and acquisitions. So it sounds like they may be interested to acquire even more companies. Maybe I've never heard of that before, maybe I've lived under a rock, but I'm definitely really curious to see what that looks like, especially because OpenFit and Beachbody are already digital outlets. They may not be as popular, so I'm assuming that's the goal, and especially combining that with the bikes with Myx Fitness. But what else are they gonna do, and what other requirements are they trying to have? This definitely overall looks like it falls in line with FRX's main goal on companies they want to acquire. I did say they're looking for TMT companies, which is technology, media, and telecom. That's at least two of the three. But I'm really interested to see what happens next. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you guys investing into FRX right now, which I think is like $11 a share at this point? Or are you gonna wait to see more news? Is there anything you're skeptical about? Is there any questions you may have that you want me to talk about in another video? Please let me know. In the meantime, make sure you watch some of these other videos, which I hope help you guys on your investing journey as they have in mind. Appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. And until next time, Take care.